I thought about this and I was like, people may be outraged that I'm trying to do this.
No, man, no, that would be pretty fun. That'd be a fun little crossover right there. That'd be cool, bro.
Top three movie franchise crossovers. That's what we're talking about tonight. I changed the intro and didn't tell the guys, so they're probably very confused. But welcome to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. Thank you so much to both our audio podcast and our video viewers for joining us. I am Brody. I'm joined by Tudong Dylan
Hey,
and the Jack Burton of this little China, Charlie Hickman.
yeah.
That's the nicest one you've ever given me. Thank you.
happy to help. All right. Well, if you haven't already, we'd love it if you subscribed, and then that way you can come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and have some fun. Because this is a weird one, folks. Charlie even said it during our meeting. He came on. He said, "This is a weird one, guys." So what are we doing? We are taking franchises and we're saying, okay, so what are some crazy crossovers we would like to see, right?
Yeah,
That's how you guys did it, right?
that's right.
You're using the word franchise a lot right now, which is kind of worrying me because I thought it was just movie crossovers.
Oh,
So not everything I picked is a franchise.
that's
So
okay.
maybe I just did it wrong, and that's all right.
That's okay. I did franchises,
They're
but that's
mostly
all right.
oddly enough, they're mostly franchises except for the first one. So it it counts. It counts.
All right. So what sort of parameters did you guys put on yourself to build this list? How'd you do it? How'd you do it?
Uh, I thought first, what movies could hypothetically make sense to exist in the same universe? If
Oh,
there
okay.
are aliens in a movie, then it would make sense that if there was another movie with aliens, that could be in the same universe because they're aliens or ghosts or whatever it may be. Like they're real, so therefore, hey, as Luke was talking, if babies can talk, then any movie where talking babies are existing, then it counts as part of the franchise. And then from there, I try to figure out what would be interesting.
Nice.
Very nice. Tudong, how about you?
I actually looked at movie characters that I wanted to either see meet other movie characters or be put in the circumstances that other movies have for them. That's kind of how I did it.
All right. All right.
What about you, Brode?
So I actually made my list. I made it, sat on it for a day or two, and then completely scrapped it and started all over. Because I was like, these are too easy. These are too predictable. I got to think outside the box. I got a little crazy. You want to get nuts?
Yeah.
Let's get nuts. Also, I just saw that my little light isn't on, but now it is.
There you go.
So yeah, so mine. Some of mine are a little out there, but that's what this is
Nice.
for. So it'll be interesting. We also, because we want to fight the machines, we have the AI's picks as well. It's
Hmm.
Talk Talk Punch versus the AI to see who has the better picks. And that's where you folks come
Yeah.
in. Let us know in the comments who you think has the best list and if we as people are better than the AI.
And remember, a vote for AI is a vote against humanity.
That's right.
That's very true.
Well, I apologize to humanity in advance for my list because it probably will not be helping defeat the machines.
All right. Well,
Number one might shock you though. So
let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Let me get
actually,
to.
number three might shock you. So all right. So I
Oh,
wanted to
bother.
kind of do some different genres along the way too. So I wanted to start with a period piece, and I thought, all right, what are a couple of famous characters that maybe are real or maybe not real? Maybe one's real, maybe one's not. Who can we get matched together in a kind of a whodunit mystery? So the world's greatest detective investigating one of the world's greatest crimes in the late 1800s. We have it doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna try just show the picture, Brody. Just
I
show
love it
show the
already.
picture.
I love it.
It's we've got we got
Oh.
Abraham Lincoln inviting his good friend Sherlock Holmes to America to revel in all of the glory of the good that he's done for the country. Sherlock comes and he's hanging out and he's soaking in the sights. He's digging on America. But wait, tragedy strikes. Oh no, there's
Oh
been an
no.
assassination at the theater, but it's not as clean and easy as it seems. No, 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 no. You can look up the conspiracy theories surrounding Lincoln's death about Andrew Johnson, the vice president, and other things, and that's exactly what Sherlock's going to do. He's going to get to the bottom of the nefarious plot and untangle the
Yeah.
web of lies and deceit until he discovers the real reason that Lincoln was killed, his dear friend, in the great Lincoln Holmes crossover. Why, it's presidentiary, my dear Watson, presidentiary.
I love this, Charlie. I love it.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Funny enough, I actually, one of the things I had thought about trying to cross over with something was the Sherlock Holmes. I didn't do it, and I'm glad that I didn't, because you
I'm
hit
shocked
it out
you
of the
I
park.
didn't do it.
You hit it out of the
I
park.
It was dumb, but
Sherlock Holmes and Batman, bro. Two of the best detectives.
there you go.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was thinking about crossing it over with, but something. No, this is a great pick. This is exactly the kind of pick that we want to fight the machines, Charlie.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box. Outside the box. All right. Next up is my list, right? Yeah, it's me. What is my
Yeah.
number 3? I don't remember. So we're just going to move on. Oh, that's right. This is the weird one. I'm doing The Godfather and John Wick,
Oh,
right? The Corleone
nice.
family is getting into it with John Wick. Maybe they hire John Wick, or maybe John Wick is hired to take out somebody else. Maybe John Wick kills Vito and Michael has to get revenge.
Wow.
I don't know. We could change things up. That's fine. But you've got mobs and you've got John Wick, which means you're gonna have a great crossover. Imagine
Nice.
this. Two Dog, you love The Godfather. Does this
I do.
does seeing this, does it intrigue you or does it make you angry?
Oh no, it intrigues me actually. It intrigues me greatly.
Okay.
That
Well, that's
looks like
good.
it would be really cool.
I thought about this and I was like, people may be outraged that I'm trying to do this.
No, man, no, that would be pretty fun. That'd be a fun little crossover right there. That'd be cool, bro. That's a good one.
So
I realize that
Godfather 3 buys you credibility here. So like, because people don't like the third one, there's room to improve, right?
Sure.
If you're coming in hot after Godfather 2, then you're in trouble. But all right, we could have Godfather 4.
Sure.
John Wick.
Yeah. So I thought of this and I thought that would be kind of funny. Just
Think
mobsters.
wicked this way comes.
nice.
All right. That's my number 3. That's probably
That's a good pick,
that's
bro.
that's probably my most out there one. Was this one. So. All right, Tudong. What's your number 3?
The way I put these pictures up here, I'm realizing I probably put it up here wrong. So hopefully we could see them just right. My number 3 pick is, speaking of Man Against Machines, is the Terminator and RoboCop. That's
Okay.
what I'd like to see. I want to see evil Terminator versus cool, RoboCop. Shoot, I can't think of any of the quotes except for I'd buy that for $1. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. And the Terminator's just like, he probably like cursed at him because he's even more rated R. But that's the kind of thing I want to see. Evil Terminator going after Sarah Connor, and RoboCop is there instead of Kyle Reese. Wow, he would have to somehow impregnate Sarah Connor, I guess, just like Kyle Reese. I don't know about any of that kind of thing, but let me tell you, or maybe Kyle Reese could be there. Either way, I want to see that showdown. Terminator versus RoboCop.
So, Tudong, this
Yeah.
was actually on my first list that I scrapped.
Yeah, I figured it would be. As soon as I heard you say like you scrapped it immediately, I was like, this is probably a bit obvious. But trust me, it gets much more out there as we go along.
No, because I love this. This was my number 1 before I scrapped it. Although I was thinking more Terminator 2, almost like buddy cop Terminator 2,
Yeah,
T800
no, I
and
wanna see-
RoboCop.
No, I want to see evil from the first Terminator, the first T800 versus RoboCop. I don't want them to have a buddy. I don't want it to be a buddy comedy movie where
I don't
where
know.
they're
I wouldn't mind hearing the Terminator say, "Murphy, it's you." Murphy, it's you. Murphy.
Come on, get down.
No, this is a great pick, too, dog.
Thank you, bro.
All right, what's the AI got for us at 3?
All right. I don't remember, so it's going to be a surprise to me as well. Ah, that's right. They said, because I wrote down its answer, a crossover where the Men in Black organization teams up with the Ghostbusters to combat a supernatural threat that requires both extraterrestrial and paranormal expertise.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
hate it.
Charlie,
I
you
hate
don't
it.
look convinced at all.
Oh, I hate it. It's you're mishmashing too many things. So you got the big
Yeah.
super team characters. You're mishmashing them into universes where you gotta have, if you're gonna have the Ghostbusters, you gotta have them going after like Casper or something. Have them going after Patrick Swayze's poor ghost in Ghost. They're
Ah.
showing up at Whoopi's house and they're chasing them down. You can't ghosts and aliens. Come on now.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
What if they're the ghosts of aliens?
Bro,
Probably a
you
lot of
know,
ghosts.
I think I just blew both your minds there. I said that and there was silence. You couldn't even comprehend
so many
that
ghosts.
maybe aliens could have ghosts.
now, bro, if you
I'm
would
still
say,
struggling to comprehend how the Ghostbusters saved New York in the first movie, and everyone knew ghosts were real, and then in the second movie, everyone's like, eh, and there weren't that many ghosts. I don't know. The whole ghost thing is interesting anyway, just to think about.
I almost,
Don't bring alien ghosts in here.
I almost chose Ghostbusters and Beetlejuice because he happens to be a
Oh.
ghost.
Is he? No,
Yeah,
he's
that
not a
makes sense.
ghost. He's a poltergeist.
Counts. Same.
He's a
No.
ghost, bro. Poltergeist is
it's
kind
not
of
the
ghost.
same.
Supernatural. It's
He's a
No,
supernatural.
no. Not
He's a
the same.
It's supernatural.
He used to
Not
be
a
alive, now
ghost.
he's dead.
Poltergeist.
It's supernatural. It's not an
Poltergeist
alien.
is a ghost. It's a type of ghost.
No, it's not.
Poltergeist is a type of ghost. Look up the definition of poltergeist. The first thing it says is a ghost that throws things around or something, has a temper tantrum. I don't know.
Charlie, can
It's
you
very
bing
German.
that? Can you bing that for me?
Poltergeist, according to Bing, a ghost that manifests itself by noises, rappings, and the creation of disorder.
I
A
got it.
ghost or spirit that indicates its presence by the sound or moving of objects. An unseen ghost which makes disruptions, etc., etc.
Ah.
But the word ghost is in every single one.
I got it.
What did you think it was? A demon?
Yeah, well, so I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy, and Peeves is a poltergeist. But then there's ghosts, and so they are saying that those are two different things.
You can't always trust Harry Potter lore, bro. That's a fact.
I don't know.
Very, very British. Very British.
Very British.
Maybe it's different in England. I don't know. All right,
He's
well,
the ghost with the most.
I guess that's
All right, so my number 2 is kind of it's maybe a little less out there, maybe a little more out there. I guess it just depends on how you want to look at it. But I just had a chance to watch this movie for the first time with the family the other day on Peacock, and it was the Mario
Nice.
movie, and it was delightful. It was a fun, entertaining romp. Now, spoilers. So if you have not seen the Mario movie and are concerned about the ending, which is not at all surprising, maybe don't listen to this part. Put it on mute real quick, and then I'll do this when I'm done talking about the spoiler. But they go the whole, like, basically all of, like, this Mushroom Kingdom is like transported to Earth, like the Earth realm, right?
Yeah.
All these characters from the Mushroom Kingdom and the Dark Worlds and all these different characters are running amok. We got the Kongs running amok, and the big Bowser showdown is happening here in New York City. But what if, when it was done and they all got back, just one Kong got left behind? Now we got a mashup. A giant monkey loose, and the longer he stays in New York, yeah, you go ahead and put up my poster here.
All right, I was just wondering the spoilers. So spoilers done? Can we bring the
spoilers are over, yeah. Spoilers are over.
Nice.
Look at that beauty.
Uh,
He loses his memory of Mushroom Kingdom. He can't talk anymore. Now he's just a giant Kong loose in the real world. Now maybe at the end, he's holding Princess Peach, who's come to save him. He's climbing towers. He's got Princess Peach in one hand. We got Tanuki Mario flying around him like the helicopters. We got, we can design. Is it going to be real world? We need a Bob Hoskins type, or are we going animated? I don't know. Maybe it's a mishmash of both. Maybe we got a Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation. Maybe as he starts to regain his memories and he goes back to the Mushroom Kingdom, he turns back animated. I'm not sure. All I know is that they let a giant Kong loose when they came over, and now it's their mess to clean up. They need to save New York again. Or if you
Nice.
prefer, one of our giant monkeys made its way back to their world, and he's just wrecking havoc because he's a real monkey gorilla.
Well, and then Bowser
That's
could come,
cool.
and he could almost be a Godzilla type, and then you could almost
Yeah.
Good.
have
That's a
that
sequel.
as well.
I almost wanted to go with Mario versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like where they we hear you've been
Oh.
we hear you've been jumping on turtle shells over here. Well, not anymore, not anymore. Forget about it.
Oh, that's good. I
Nice.
like
That's
that.
cool.
I would watch that.
I agree.
All right. My number 2. This one is for our friends over at the Keeping Up with the Cardassians podcast because it's a Star Trek one. And this one
Nice.
I would totally be into because it is Star Trek and
Uh-huh.
Alien. Now, when I did all these, I looked them up. I said, okay, have I missed anything big? Has there been a comic book? There's been like a lot of whenever these IPs cross, they always make a comic book for some reason. And I guess a comic was announced. There was going to be a Next Generation versus
Yeah.
Alien back in 2017, but then it got canceled. So it never happened. So I
Oh.
feel okay with this being my pick. And I picked the new stuff anyways, because I think it would be cool. But man, would this be awesome to have Star
Be an
Trek
R-rated.
going and exploring. They go to a planet. Maybe they go and they find the xenomorphs. Maybe they find the guy in the chair from that original planet. I don't remember what they call him, but you remember that? And then they
Yeah,
explored it in
I do. I
Prometheus.
totally remember.
Space
I
jockey.
remember
Is it the
they.
space jockey? I think it's the space
Yeah,
jockey.
that's right.
They find the space jockey. You could have all this stuff, and they're exploring all this stuff. This would be awesome.
You could
I
have
would love it.
scientists that aren't absolute idiots just walking around without like masks and touching every little thing. Like actual intelligent people like searching around and not like complete morons, like actual scientists.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be really interesting because we've had just like the everyday like trucker people that were in the
Aliens.
first one. You had
Mm-hmm.
the Marines in the second one. You had the criminals. We haven't
Yeah,
had like a real like, okay, what would a team of scientists that are there to explore everything, how would they handle this situation? So I thought that this would
that's
be really
cool.
neat. And I love both of these franchises. So I said, doggone it, let's cross them over. Let's have some fun. So there we go. That's my
And you
number 2.
say, anytime you say doggone it, it's worth it, bro. I love it.
All right, Two Dong, what's your number 2?
For my number 2, it could either be circumstances or actual just characters, but it is the Evil Dead 2 is my favorite one, and the movie They Live. That's what the kind of not. It could be either one. We could see Ash and Nada or Rowdy Roddy Piper team up. We could have Ash in that particular predicament after he's gone to the to the cabin and he's completely shell shocked with a chainsaw attached to his wrist, and he's somehow makes his way over to Los Angeles and he starts getting a job, and he goes through the same thing, or maybe maybe even maybe Nada goes and somehow he gets to a cabin or something, or they both team up together. Either way, I want to see these two particular worlds unite. I thought about it and I was like, it would just be so fun. Evil Dead and They Live. They Live isn't exactly a franchise, but Evil Dead definitely is. And they have got two really cool like lead guys, which I would love to see them team up. Or even have like a 10, 15, 20 minute fight where at the end they just agree on everything anyways, just like they do in They Live, or probably even in Evil Dead 2. Beat the crap out of each other. For some reason, Ash just doesn't want to put the sunglasses on. He's like, get out of here, you primitive screwhead. I'm not putting on these glasses. And of course, Roddy Piper, he's Roddy Piper. Whew. But that is something that I would see. It'd be very easy to screw it up, but it'd also be really easy to make it really cool.
So are they both battling the Deadites or are they both battling the aliens?
Well, I mean, that's another thing that I could see. I kept this one really open ended, where maybe it was either Ash in the circumstances of Rowdy Roddy Piper and they live, or Rowdy Roddy Piper in Ash's predicament, or they team up, they fight the Deadites, they fight the aliens. All of this I would love to see. I would love to see this. Either they switch roles, they're on the same team, they don't trust each other at first. I'd love to see them actually cross over and like be on the same team. For some reason, they probably go after the aliens, and somehow or another we get some of the Necronomicon in there. But I think the primary antagonists might be the aliens if they were like teaming up.
Maybe
But
the Deadites are aliens.
That's another possibility. That's another possibility. You can't say no to those kinds of things. Or maybe the aliens are actually Deadites.
Oh,
Who
there you
knows?
go.
All of these different things. It's very
one and the same.
open-ended. But I mean, like I said, it would be interesting to see both of them either switch roles or team up. That's what I'd like to see. These two guys teaming up, taking them down. They're chewing bubble gum and they're kicking tail, and they're all out of bubble gum.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. All right.
Now we got some AI here.
Let's see what the AI picked, because I don't remember. Ah, that's right. The AI said a crossover between Iron Man and RoboCop franchises, where Tony Stark and RoboCop team up to battle a high-tech criminal organization threatening both of their cities. So this is another team up as opposed to a battle it out.
Yeah, but it's Tony Stark. He has to battle it out with the person he's teaming up with. He can't just be on the same side. He's got to come to like blows with somebody, which is exactly what he would do. He'd sit there and he would just like try and smash poor RoboCop, and then RoboCop would be like, "Hey, I'm just going by the book here." Tony Stark would be like, "I hate the book."
So who wins in this fight? Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Iron Man.
I was gonna say I could get behind this if like Tony Stark is the one who created the RoboCop suit.
Oh,
like maybe they were friends, and they're bringing his bloody body into him, and he can't believe what he's seeing, and he cobbles together this RoboCop suit. And then maybe they're going after the people that shot him a bunch, or maybe the suit was a prototype and it wasn't ready, and it's doing some things to his brain. His brain maybe was too far gone, and it's
wow.
So something like that. I could get behind that. The AI really likes this kind of like buddy cop team up thing going here. If they're just pals, I don't know. I guess it could be like a little odd couple, like where RoboCop's like, "We must do this," and then Iron Man's like, "Hey, forget about it. Come on, let's go."
Or RoboCop just goes around blowing people away, and Iron Man is like, "Hey, can we like cool it with the mass murder?"
There's a lot of dead people. And Iron Man blew up a lot of people in his movies as well.
Yeah,
but
he definitely is not innocent. I thought they were going to do Terminator or RoboCop. I was like, I chose one the AI is going to choose.
Yeah, you've come close. Yeah, we're getting closer.
I know.
All right, my number one is definitely my weirdest.
Yes.
So, hey,
excited.
All right, so we all have movies that are beloved. Maybe from our childhood, our youth, as we grow up, they stay fond in our hearts. Maybe we mull them over from time to time, and we think, what if? And so for this particular movie, we've had 4 wonderful Toy Stories, and there's going to be a 5th apparently for some reason. And so what we're doing here is in the Toy Story universe, Andy has grown up. He's gone. But we're going to focus a little bit more on Andy now. We're not focusing on the toys. And Andy needs a job. And so where's he going to get his job? Why? He's getting a job at a mall. And what Andy's going to discover as he's working at this mall is there's a certain mannequin that starts to come to life. And when no one's looking. And only he can see it. And what this is going to usher in is the bleeding of worlds of these inanimate objects that come to life when no one is looking. And Andy is the bridge that allows humans to start seeing and interacting with the toys and the mannequins, the inanimate objects coming to life. And it's a beautiful love story. And then we're gonna get the whole gang. He's gonna, for the first time, be able to interact with a talking Buzz and a talking Woody, and they're gonna recount their friendship in the years. It's gonna be tears and cries, and Andrew McCarthy will be there. It'll be great.
Is Andrew McCarthy playing Andy this time?
Oh, of course, yeah. He's got it. He's
Yes.
got to be. We'll we'll fix it in post. We got it. No problem.
Nice.
He's give me an Andrew McCarthy type. It's fine.
Yes.
And they
So
can build that dream together. And hey, and this is two franchises. Mannequin, two movies, two movies. I made a second one for some reason.
it's true. It's true. So do the toys come back then? And like,
Yeah, the
Oh,
toys
they
are
have
back.
to. Oh, they have
They're
to.
they're they're involved, and they're kind of blown away that this person has revealed their secret. They've been trying to keep the secret for so long, and now it's time to stop hiding from humanity and to reveal themselves to the human world. And it's a beautiful love story, but also a story of friendship, because you've got a friend, and that's it's gonna be great. And then there'll just be toys and humans hooking up. It'll be delightful.
Yeah.
it's true, Charlie. I had never thought about like where does in Toy Story uh magic, like where does it end? Would it extend to things like mannequins? You could play with a mannequin, right?
I I mean I do.
Is
Andrew
it just
McCarthy certainly
anything that
fit.
you play with is
Really?
alive? I mean,
I Hey, you know what? I say
That's a
yes, which is why this movie is being made to answer. These are the hard-hitting questions, bro. That's why this movie is demanding to be made.
these are
Andrew
definitely
McCarthy, by the
hard
way,
hitting
bringing
questions.
things to life constantly. The Weekend at Bernie's, we got, he's bringing
Hmm.
dead people
Hmm.
to life. He's bringing
true.
mannequins to life. Everything he touches is alive. So this
Comes
movie
alive.
is a smash hit right away. Boom.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
I want to see him go to the Beauty and the Beast castle, and that's how all of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
You guys used to be humans, and now you are all just like things in the house.
All right. So
That's cool.
my
That's cool.
number one is. Where's my number one? You'd think I would remember these because I put all this
You'd
together.
think.
I
Really
would
would.
think.
I don't know. All right. Well, let's go to the slide and we'll find out. And then I'll say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. It's RoboCop and Demolition Man. Oh man, could you imagine,
Yeah.
right? Like if we got like Demolition Man, and then they're like, "Hey, so I know that we brought these guys out of cryo sleep, but you know what else we found in like a back room? We found this robot-looking guy, and we plugged it in, and he came to life. And so now you've got John Spartan and RoboCop going after Simon Phoenix. Come on, I would watch the heck out of this movie. Are you kidding me? This would be awesome.
That would be
Oh,
great.
I
Does
I
that mean
was
he gives Spartan, and like anytime he curses, he's all like, "Ah, violation again. Sorry."
yeah, right. All the violation things just like print out of his shoulder or something
Like, up, there's another one, Spartan,
like.
racking them up. I'm not
Oh,
lending you money.
this would be so cool. I would love this.
This would be
but
pretty cool.
I was trying to think of something to cross over with RoboCop. I really was. After not using my RoboCop versus Terminator, I was like, okay, so what else can RoboCop go up against? And I thought, well, it could be like RoboCop Judge Dredd, but apparently that's happened in the comic books a whole
Ooh,
lot. So I was like,
really?
maybe not that.
Huh.
Yeah. And so then I was like, you know what else? Demolition Man. So
Nice.
I've got it
That's
in there.
cool.
I love the idea. I know that it'll never happen now. But man, if this had happened like 30 years ago, oh,
Yeah.
this would be a classic movie. I love it. Just
Simon
thinking
That would
every
be
Pegg
cool.
the
was a
more
great
that I
character. They should have been two movies
the-
for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't do it because Demolition Man wasn't a franchise, so I didn't have all franchises either.
Hey, I had
Should have been a
one. They
franchise,
Live
though.
wasn't a franchise.
That's true.
Yeah, we all got one.
There we go.
Lincoln should have been a franchise. I don't know why they didn't turn that into a franchise.
It should have been. It should have been.
I'm the only one who didn't have a RoboCop crossover, so I feel like maybe I'm the one who made the mistake. So
Didn't you get the memo?
Gotta have
a
RoboCop, in a
RoboCop Mario
crossover.
World crossover would be amazing. He's
Oh, there
like
you
hunting
go.
down like Mario Kart racers for their illegal use of blue shells and just like murdering people all over the Mushroom Kingdom.
I've got tickets for you guys. You're going too fast. We don't
Or
do
ev-
that. That's
or
against the
even
law.
a RoboCop Lincoln. Maybe Lincoln was
Oh, that's
RoboCop.
perfect.
There we go.
He got
That's
shot,
correct.
and they took him and
They rushed
turned
him
into
out
a
off to a secret location, and
He's
we
like
have the
made out of wood.
technology somehow. Let's do it.
All right, Tudong, what's your number one?
My number one, folks, if you've ever seen this show, or at least several of the shows that I'm on, you'll know that I kind of fell in love with an idea of a crossover a while ago with a Leviathan, a poor little boy in a cupboard. But he's not a boy anymore, and that is Jaws and Harry Potter. Yep, I'm going back to it. The Leviathan. They go back in time because they let loose this Leviathan on the 1970s Amityville island, and they have to catch him back, or they just go there for a vacation. It just so happens that this Leviathan is here, and they have to help out somehow. I love it, and I'm married to it sooner or later. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but somehow or another, this has got to happen. Jaws and Harry Potter. It's beautiful. The Fantastic Beast. He's a fantastic beast. And when you guys actually started giving other ideas like It's a Fantastic Beast that got out, I fell in love with it even more. But this is something I'm definitely willing to die on. The hill I'm ready to die on, Jaws and Harry Potter.
Yeah,
You gotta write the fanfic, man.
I have to, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not a normal shark. That's
It's
a
a
fantastic
Leviathan.
beast. He's way too big to be a
Mhm.
normal shark. He's a magical
It
creature.
makes sense. They have all these
Does.
fantastic beasts, and they're like, oh, they're completely harmless right here. And then Hermione, with her little time switcheroo thing, they send him back to 1970s, and they're like, now we've got to go there too. Wait a minute, in America? Ah, great, the East Coast. Oh, well, I guess we're due for a vacation anytime now. We're gonna have to go and get him, and it's violent, like he's eating people. Of course, I mean, I don't know what's to stop him from just like wizarding him like out of there really quickly. So I'm not exact, but they team up with Hooper and Brody. Quint doesn't like Hermione on his boat because bad luck because old
Bunch of
fashioned
kids.
sailors.
Get these
Yeah,
kids
just
off
a
my
bunch of
boat.
kids. And of course, Hooper's like, hey, they're coming with us. And of course he's like they have some information or something. And as soon as they see them use their magic, that's when Quint gets eaten. He's like, "What? Now I get it!" And then he gets chopped to pieces. He never understood.
I should have known this would be your number one, Tudong.
That's a good point.
You love
That's a
this
good point.
idea so much.
I really, really do. Should we wait and see what the AI says before we do honorable mentions?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see, because
All right.
curious.
So the AI's number one pick
They're going to say Jaws and Harry Potter.
is a crossover between Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park, where an archaeologist like Indiana Jones discover a lost world filled with dinosaurs and ancient mysteries.
That's what it says? Well, that's not exactly Jurassic Park, because in Jurassic Park, they made the dinosaurs. So this AI is preposterous, sir. Preposterous.
It's what the AI said. I'm just the messenger who relays the AI information.
This is true, and I'm the messenger saying that it's preposterous because Jurassic Park made the dinosaurs themselves. They were so like focused on whether they could that they didn't think about whether they should.
Hey,
and then Dr. Jones comes in and he's like, "It belongs in a museum."
There could be like artifacts on Isle Nubar. You never know.
And they belong in a museum.
Yeah, they do. Along with the dinosaurs.
Nah, I think ours are better. Yeah, nah. See, if they would have said Jaws and Indiana Jones, then I would have been like, now we're talking. Let's see him go on a vacation in Amity Island.
Jeez.
He's going on vacation. He's already on the East Coast. It's fine. It makes sense.
I mean, you can really cross anything over with Jaws, and it's going to be good.
It's true. It's true. You
Yeah.
can. All right. So there's our picks. There's the AI picks. Guys, did you have any honorable mentions, stuff that didn't make it on your list?
I really wanted to do a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dylan.
Go for it. I'll go.
I wanted to do a Blade, like, with any vampire franchise or series that exists. I thought it'd be like Blade Twilight would be funny.
Yeah.
They're all like arguing over Bella and things, and then Blade just comes through and just starts staking everybody. Along those lines, I thought like Teen Wolf with any of like
Ooh,
the more serious, like Teen Wolf Underworld crossover, where it's like
Oh.
all
yeah.
moody and grumpy, and they're all like the lichens and the vampires are battling out. Meanwhile, there's like this teen guy who's like playing basketball with his buddies, like just fully wolfed out, and he's like, "Oh no!" And then they're like, "What's this guy doing?" And then the vampire squad is trying to kill him, but the school's banding together, like, "You can't. He's good at basketball. You can't take down our Teen Wolf. He surfs on top of cars." So stuff like that I thought would be fun. Jurassic Park and Godzilla, they keep splicing
Oh,
together DNA, and then they actually make
nice.
Godzilla, and then you
True.
get T-Rex and a Velociraptor crew versus Godzilla battling the dinos. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Tudong, what about you?
So what are some of yours?
I liked Goonies and Monster Squad. That was gonna be
Okay.
a number three. I
Big
didn't
fan
know
ass
what they were gonna.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, seeing the Goonies have to face Dracula, and they're like, "This isn't One-Eyed Willie here, folks. This you need a cross or something." Or maybe even like the Monster Squad and Fright Night. You got to have faith in order for this to work on me. Other than that, it was I think I can't remember. I had one with The Shining, but I can't remember what it was. It was like, but oh well, I had with The Shining and Faulty Towers, but that's a TV show.
Mm.
What about Time Cop and Terminator? Can I interest you in a?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They're sending. We're not
nice.
sending any Terminators back. We're sending Jean Claude back to
There
fight
you
the original
go.
Terminator.
Yes,
I'm into that.
I'm totally into that.
What about Edge of Tomorrow and Starship Troopers, where they're just battling
Ooh,
alien
yeah.
bugs? Like, so the first battle is Edge of Tomorrow is on our planet, and then we take the battle to them, Starship Troopers style, go
Hmm.
into the bug world to
Nice.
like finish them off. But they
Okay.
can wear the exosuits instead.
They keep continuing to like tease like a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow, and they're like the script is really cool. Every time they mention that, it makes me sad. I'm like, come
Interesting.
on.
Interesting.
What about
So
you, bro? What about you?
I had Fast and Furious and Transformers. I thought like, oh, that would
Yeah.
be there's a lot of cars, a lot of explosions, but apparently that's like a big thing. When I put that into the search, there was stuff all over the place. So apparently
Ah.
I made it up, but then didn't make it up. Everybody else thought of it first. What else? The really obvious was the Mission Impossible and 007.
Sure.
Like,
Thought
okay,
about
we got
that.
like US versus UK. They're both trying to take down the bad guy, something like that. I already
Oh, they're
mentioned
racing.
the RoboCop Terminator. Yeah, I think that might have been it.
What about Home Alone and It?
Ooh,
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Kevin
that's
McAllister.
terrifying. That's terrifying. I don't know if I like that one.
That's fantastic because it would be trying to come and get him, and he'd be like, "You finished? Are you thirsty for more?" And he'd be like, "We all float down here." He's like, "Well, up here we have like paint cans hit you in the head."
All right. Well, this was a fun one. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Let us know if you think any of these would be fun to watch, even just in some alternate reality where for some reason these movies get made. Hey, we're here to help make them. I know there's a lot of studio execs that watch these, so we can make some of these happen for you.
It's true.
But let us know if you like the AI's nonsensical randomness, or if you like our nonsensical randomness better. Come on, vote for humanity. Don't vote for the machines. And we'll see you next time. Oh, and don't let the machines win. Click that like and subscribe below that beautiful beard. We'll see you next time.
Bye.